Hi, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It's Friday, January 31st, 2025. We're at the very, very last day of my birthday month. But salute to all Capricorns, even though this part of January wasn't Capricorn season. Salute to everybody born in January. Oh my God, I didn't even go over all of the boxers born in January. I didn't even go over all the January boxers this year. And as everyone knows, no month is better than January when it comes to all the great boxers born in January. I mean, we got them all. We got Ali, for God's sakes. We got Ali. We got so many of the greatest boxers. It's almost unfair. But anyway, yeah, it's January 31st, and it is 9:25 a.m. here in Chicago. And today, it's fight weekend. That's another thing. It's fight weekend. And we're talking Friday through Sunday because Clarissa Shields fights on Sunday, February 2nd, against Danielle Perkins. But we're going to talk about David MORRELL and David Benavidez. Now, you guys know, well, those of you who paid me any mind, you guys know that although I do like David Benavidez, I'm going for David MORRELL. And so it's time for me to talk shit about David Benavidez. So I'm going to talk about who wins and why, child. No, I'm just joking. What if I really talk like that, like in every video? Like, who wins and why, child? But anyway, seriously, time for me to talk shit about David Benavidez. Okay, David Benavidez is just mad because everybody doesn't see certain boxers as superior to them like he does Canelo. David Benavidez, I know I said I like him because he matches energy, but I forgot to mention he also lacks energy when people are robbing him of a fight. He got all of this shit to talk about anybody else, even when Charlo was talking shit in a whole smaller weight division. And David Benavidez would never let it go. Constantly calling him out and calling him a PUSSY and come fight me, this, that, and the other. And Charlo wasn't even in his weight class. And he wouldn't shut up about it. But Canelo gets to rob him year after year after year of a fight that everybody wanted to see. And he ain't never had shit to say to Canelo. He didn't never call Canelo a bitch, call him out. How come you never called Canelo a PUSSY? Now, he was the real PUSSY because he was in your division. All right? You could have came out and said so many things. You could have came out and said, you know what? Andrade was right about you. You are a bitch. Or he could have said, even Charlo, even though I'm calling him out too, even Charlo was like, where you at, Cinnamon? Charlo ended up getting the belt because you wouldn't fight him, because you were running. Like, he never, ever, ever shit on Canelo. Benavidez got all this shit to talk for everybody except Canelo. And then, like a dummy, he's going to go to Canelo's fight. I'm thinking he's sitting in the audience because he's going to get in that ring the way Erislandy Lara, salute to Erislandy Lara, the way Lara did back in the day. He jumped in the ring and basically said to Canelo, I'm going to bring the bitch out of you since you don't seem to see me, you know? David Benavidez shows up to the fight, so I'm waiting to see if he jumps in the ring and has all of that energy. He stood up. You know how like when a kid wins a spelling bee? Remember when you used to win the spelling bee and you know whoever was there for you, because for me it wasn't always my mother or father. To my parents that wasn't a big deal. Like, oh, you're in spelling bee today, okay, go do good. So whoever showed up, you know, to my spelling bee, whether it was my friends or whatever, you know how they would stand up and be the happiest ones in the crowd? That's how David Benavidez was. He stood up like some proud dad and was clapping his hands. You know how when you're real proud, you don't clap your hands fast, but you make each clap really mean something? That's what he did. when Canelo fought whoever it was he was fighting other than David Benavidez. He's standing up all proud. Like, what the fuck are you proud of, you idiot? He just robbed you of yet another fight. You're supposed to be in that ring. Matter of fact, why didn't you get in the ring and challenge him? Why not? But yeah, Benavidez got all this energy and all this shit for everybody else except for Canelo. So when I see him all pissed at David Morrell, you know, I'm like, womp, womp, womp. Because here's the thing. Like, you can't be like that. Have the same energy for everybody. Especially, and to me, whether the person talks shit to you or not. Because David Benavidez, his thing is, he only talks shit to people who talk shit to him. And that is true, because he never talked shit to Andre, because Andre never talked shit to him. But Morrell talked a lot of shit. And, you know, same thing with Caleb Plant and all those other people. But to me, it's more important to talk shit to the people you want to fight and they're not fighting you. To me, that's more important than, you know, whether or not the person started it. I would have been talking shit to Canelo whether Canelo said anything or not. But enough about that. That was a long spiel on that. I have Morrell because I think Morrell has the skills. I think he has the talent. I think I think he's a sizable dude for 175. Like, he ain't no little dude who moved up to 175 and he's much smaller than Benavidez. He's a big dude too. So I think that he has enough speed. He might not have the speed that Benavidez has, but there's always hope when you're in the ring with a boxer with more speed. You know, if you have the timing, if you can get that timing right, then speed ain't a problem. So I feel as though Morrell, especially being a Cuban boxer, and that does mean something, you know, Morrell being a Cuban boxer, I think that we're going to see him put together something really nice against David Benavidez. And then another thing, I know, well, not in a video, I don't think, but like in other chats, I was saying, you know, how David Morrell has the advantage of arm reach, right? But I'm not so sure if it's that much of an advantage because, and salute to Trey X and MZ, because I wanted them to talk about this, but I don't think they saw my comment. And I don't hear anybody really talk about this. I wanted Trey X and MZ to talk about it, but I don't think they saw my comment. But I wanted somebody to go into a little more detail about arm reach versus arm length. Because I know with arm reach, it's your wingspan. And so your arm reach is everything from the tip of your fingers coming all the way across your chest to the other tip of your fingers. So if you have a really wide chest, or if you have really, really long hands, then what's reported as your arm reach, all of that is not useful in the ring because it's not all your arm length. You know what I mean? So arm reach can be a little bit deceiving, you know, because when you're in the ring, it doesn't matter how long your fingers are. Your hands are balled into a fist, you know? And then if you have like some extra lengthage, for lack of a better term, if you have some extra length on your chest, then that's addition to what's reported as your arm reach, but it's not useful, you know, as an advantage in the ring. Whereas arm length, that's from the armpit to the end of your fist. So that's a true reading of what is useful in the ring. You know what I mean? That's a true reading of what is useful in the ring. And David Benavidez has that. He has long arms. I never really hear anyone say David Morrell has long arms. I have to look it up. I'm going to assume, okay, David Morrell does have a greater arm reach. But David Benavidez actually has long arms. Morrell might too. I have to look it up. If anybody can go into more detail on this in the comments, specifically regarding David Benavidez and David Morrell, please leave a comment. Oh, before I forget, you know, I have a lot of followers, and I don't follows me. But I used to know how to go and look up and see who follows me and all of that. But I'm not the type of person to just gain followers after followers after followers, and I don't never follow anybody back. I follow people back when I know they're following me. But my thing is, I don't know who's following me. I don't know why they never make that available on your mobile phone, you know. But anybody who follows me, I would love to follow you back. I'm not the type of person to just sit back and collect followers and I don't follow nobody back. I don't do that. So just so you know, I'm sure I have a lot of people who follow me and I don't follow them back. It's because I don't know. Everyone who always leaves comments, I always try to remember to click on their profile and hit subscribe, even when they don't have any videos out. Because if they choose to have a video out, I'll see it, even if it's next month or next year. But back to the fight. Yeah, if anybody can give me more info on arm reach versus arm length, and then use David Morrell versus David Benavidez as an example. But I'm rooting for David Morrell, and I really hope he, lives up to what I always wanted him to be, and salute to Trey X. Trey X was the first person to tell me about David Morrell. And I really like him. I like to see him in the ring. Neither him nor David Benavidez had an extremely, scintillating debut at 175. So for both of them, it's their second fight at 175. And hopefully it is going down. It is going down. But, hey, wouldn't that be crazy if after the fight, Canelo's bitch ass got in the ring and surprised everybody and said, "I want you, my friend"? Wouldn't that be funny? I know it would never happen, but I don't know. I just thought of that because I was thinking, if they win, who's getting in the ring? Who's getting in the ring to say, "You got me next, right? You got me next, right?" Wouldn't that be crazy if it were like Dmitry Bivol or Beterbiev? Wouldn't that be, oh my God, that would be insane. That would be insane. But I hope somebody gets in the ring. I hope somebody gets in the ring. I would, out of all of them, I would like to see Bivol or Beterbiev get in the ring. But I don't think they will. I wonder if one of them or both of them will be at the fight. That would be, and if you can think of somebody that you would like to see get in the ring, put it in the comment section, okay? Put it in the comment section. Hey, I just thought of something really, really funny. Okay, you ready to laugh? You ready to laugh? Guess who would get in the ring? Guess who would get in the ring after David Benavidez versus David Morrell? Drum roll, please. I can't even get it out. It's so funny. Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields. She would be the only one with the heart to get in the ring. And Clarissa Shields, she ain't crazy about those of us who talk bad about her challenging men. I, for one, can't fucking stand it. I can't stand it. 78 can't stand it. Salute to 78. A couple of other people can't stand it. So, of course, I'm joking. I would never want to see her do that. But she's the one with the balls to do it. Now, what if Clarissa Shields got in the ring? I would be on the floor. I would be on the floor. But anyway, I'm yelling because of the sound in the background. I want you to hear me. I'm sorry. Whenever I'm driving, I know I sound really loud. But anyway, have a good day, everyone. Let's go, David Morrell.